guys, how's it going? Welcome back. Well, today is the review of the Caldwell ballistic precision chronograph. It can chrony anything from 5 feet per second to 9,999 feet per second. That's wicked. Now we're done with our close-up picture. Let me in here. Okay, so I bought the light kit for this separately. I'll tell you why. You can buy the chrony that comes with the light kit and a tripod. Okay, there's also a power supply, or you can use a battery pack. I'm using the battery pack just because I don't have any hydro plug-ins that are close enough for me. Besides, batteries are fun. But you can buy it in a complete kit, tripod and everything, for about 225 bucks Canadian. Okay. Well, you know, here's the thing. It ain't worth it. It really, honestly, is not worth it. The tripod that comes with these cronies when you buy the deluxe kit, okay, those tripods absolutely suck. Every YouTuber video that I have seen who bought the kit, okay, says the same thing about the tripod. They suck, okay? So what's the point in putting a good quality machine on a garbage tripod? You need a decent tripod. So I've got a really decent tripod, and that works for me. I even have cooler ones than this, but this is the one that I scored from the collection from my chrony. Now, when I bought this chrony, I paid about 139 bucks, I think it was, on Amazon.ca. I am Canadian. And it comes with a set of outdoor diffusers only. Even the deluxe kit does not come with outdoor only diffusers. It comes with just this set of diffusers. That's it. So you don't get two sets, one for indoor, one for outdoor. You get just this, because deluxe kit, you have the light. Now, there's nothing wrong, of course, with that, except that, you know, I mean, I would rather have a set of each. Now, when you install these light kits, you'll find like a little groove track here. You'll find little insert points for your bars. Do not use the insert points for your bars, okay? You don't want to bend these particular units because they're only going to bend at the corners, right? And you don't want to bend them because this is so rigid in here, it can't flex, okay? So you'll likely cause more damage than good. So if you're going to use the light kit, go with the inside areas, which also makes them very simple and easy to get off too, because you're just sliding the bar right in and that's it. So, I found the LED kit on Amazon for about 50 bucks. And I got free shipping, which is woohoo, great. I love free shipping. It's a pretty simple kit. I mean, it comes with its own set of bars. They do go into the little holders, so for storage, you know, and for 50 bucks. So I paid, basically I saved in total almost 40 or 50, well actually no, 250? I saved over 60 bucks, I think, 60, 70 bucks by actually just buying the regular chrony and then ordering the light kit separate. So I saved about 60 bucks. Now, a decent tripod is probably going to cost you about 60 bucks Canadian, although it doesn't have to. I mean, you can get a cheaper bipod, okay, that is still going to be a very good quality and way better quality than the one that actually comes with the deluxe kit. But you do need a good, strong, secure bipod or tripod for your chrony. This is a precision instrument. You don't want it flying over anywhere, that sort of thing. It would not be cool, okay? And you also need the ability to get up to whatever heights or down to whatever lower heights that you need with ease, and with having something that's, if something should happen, and God forbid that it falls over, your tripod needs to survive. And I highly doubt that the tripod that comes with the deluxe kit would survive too many crashes to the ground should that happen. You actually shouldn't be using a chrony outdoors anyway if it's windy. But nonetheless, you can shoot arrows through this. You can shoot slingshots through this. Regular firearms, pellet guns, BB guns, PAL version, non-PAL, doesn't matter. Okay, the thing checks the speeds of anything that classes as a projectile thing. And like I said, this one goes as low as 5 feet per second. I couldn't even get that out of my old version Chrony brand Chrony that folded in half and was a tin can. And I had a couple of those, and you know, they were great at the time. They honestly were, and they were one 9-volt battery. This runs a 9-volt battery as well, okay? No problem. And it actually has a storage area beside it to hold a second one. This way, if your one that's hooked up already pukes, you already have a second one in there, provided you remember to put one there like I did. Okay, so, but you only plug in one at a time. Now, as far as the quality goes, yeah, it's got some plastic on it, but it's pretty thick, durable plastic. I'm not worried about it. And it's like anything else. It's a precision instrument. You've got to treat them delicate to a certain point, okay? Nonetheless, it is a very high-quality machine. It is very accurate. Its plus and minus spectrum is very minimal, so you're going to be right in that area. So this is an ideal tool, too, for you airgun modders out there. Like myself, I like to get as close as I can to that 500 feet per second with using standard weight pellets like anybody else would. So that requires sometimes with some guns you have to modify them a little bit to do that. If you're not worried about the whole speed thing because you're in the States, then hey, do whatever you want. But in Canada, I do not have my PAL or my RPAL, so I have to keep my guns tuned just under 500 feet per second, and I don't have to worry about getting into trouble. Now, using hyper pellets will definitely put you over 500 feet per second, which is not a problem in Canada. You can use hyper pellets all you like. Thing is, when you use hyper pellets, you're going to gain a lot more speed, but you also lose energy as part of that thing. So, you got to kind of weigh the differences here, okay, guys? Now, the outdoor kit is great. I love it. It's an awesome little kit. Like I said, so easy to assemble, disassemble. You know, you got a little Y harness here with a power switch, so you can even leave this plugged in all the time. Now, you do get a power supply for the wall with the light kit, and you also get this box that holds 4 AA batteries. And so that's what I'm using. And you can leave it just hooked up like this all the time. Just remember to turn your switch off for your LEDs. Okay, and then unplug there. Now, I did a little bit of testing today too to see, you know, what happens if I turn off my shop lights and just run these. Well, it can track, but you are going to get a lot of errors. You could even get just a shadow passing by as you're moving because of the LED that does give off. As soon as you walk away from the Chrony, it shadows and you will get an error. So, you don't want that, obviously. So you need whatever lights on. If you're shooting indoors, you need lights on in that area, plus your LED kit to give you just that extra amount of light you require for the chronograph to track properly. And it does a wonderful job. You know, I mean, it's not super bright for the LEDs. Like, I'll show you this. I'll take one of them off here. So let me just put this over here. Now, that's not massively bright, but the kind of LEDs that they're using are more than bright enough to hit that sensor so that when the shadow of the pellet goes through, it's going to track it properly. But like I said, you still need the extra lighting from wherever you are in the house with it, or building, whatever, okay, to give it just that extra on-top boost. And between the two of them for indoors, absolutely perfect. Works great. I love it. So, outdoor diffusers, I don't have them out here, but my Chrony came only with the outdoor diffusers. Like I said, I did not buy the kit version, okay, but I wanted indoor capabilities, you know, to Chrony guns, especially like even in the winter time. I have a heating system in here so I can heat the place up, work in here in the winter on guns over the winter if I want, and I've made enough space by eliminating a lot of tools I didn't need. And just keeping what I do need to work on pellet guns with. And this is going to work out just absolutely awesome for me in the winter time for being able to come in here, Chrony guns. Won't be able to set up any sights, but at least I'll be able to Chrony and tweak and mod stuff, that sort of thing that I want to do. So anyways, I would give this Chrony an easy 4.5 out of 5. I have no problems doing that kind of a rating on this thing. The price was actually really good, especially compared to buying from other stores online, selling the same product, and they wanted more money. I'm kind of like, I can get it cheaper on Amazon and free shipping. You want more money and you want shipping. Oh, not. The only place I did actually find the separate light kit for it was on Amazon. Of course, I wasn't doing a lot of major searching, but even searching the places that sold this thing, I couldn't find anywhere on their website where they actually had the light kit. So it's kind of like, well, Amazon's got it, and that's where I bought the Chrony from. So hey, 50 bucks, I'm in. To me, it's worth 50 bucks, especially with having everything integrated. The Chrony brand Chronies, now, they have made changes over the years to them. When I had mine, it came with a set of outdoor diffusers, and they already had screw holes already in both sides, so you just bought the light kit. And they ran off like literally light bulbs. Okay, they were like the long skinny light bulbs. And I did have a Chrony at one time with that kit, and it was fine. But then go outside with it, if you start rattling around that thing too much, you're going to rattle loose your bulb, or you could break your bulb, especially if it fell over somehow. That was bad, right? So when I got my second one, I didn't buy the light kit. You know, I just made my own with LED lights that I fastened underneath the outdoor diffusers. But with this kit, I actually tried with the LED thing. Wasn't working for me, and so I thought, well, I need the kit. So I got the actual diffuser kit that's for this Chrony, and voila, it goes on its own built-in LEDs. Works fabulous, so no problems. Anyways, highly recommend it. Check one out yourself. They are really good. Now, you can also plug in, they give you a 25-foot cable even with this one, okay? And you plug it into the side and out to your iPad or your iPhone, and it can do a lot of other ballistic stuff. You know, you just got to program in, you know, your gun and what you're doing, and tracks the feet per second, blah, 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 that sort of thing. I have not used that feature. I don't care for that feature, okay? So I'm not even going to talk about it, although I do know that the majority of people out there like that feature, and they say it works really well. Very few people were disgusted with it, so it's kind of like a, but the majority always wins, right? So the majority of people, they liked it. So hey, who cares, right? I don't go for that, so I just need to track speeds. That's it, you know? But you can certainly do that if you want to, and the app is a free download from the App Store or Google Play Store. So it does work on iOS and Android devices. Now this thing tracks in feet per second or meters per second. So if you're in the States and you don't understand feet per second, you can switch to meters per second. Or if you do understand feet per second, turn it on to the FPS. So when you turn it on backwards, it's going to fire up. It's going to do its thing. It'll do a little countdown. It'll tell you that it's going meters per second. And then once it's ready to go, boom, same thing, okay? So you want to go feet per second, switch it off, go to feet per second, it comes up, FPS, and does its cycle, and when you're ready to go, the two things here go together, and you're ready to shoot. Pretty simple. Now, as far as distance shooting from the thing goes, there's a lot of discussion about that. With pellet guns and BB guns, PCP guns, pump-up guns, springers, nitro guns, you can shoot them all within this close, which is about where you should be anyway, because you're trying to track the actual speed coming out of the muzzle. Now, I've seen people, they're like way back here, and that's not giving you the true speed as it comes out the muzzle, because it's already had a chance to start slowing down, right? But nonetheless they do, and there's argument about that off and on. I have always tracked my guns up close. CO2 guns I did find, especially with my one QB78, my 22 cal, when I was trying to Chrony it. It shoots a lot of gas out the front, so I actually do have to step further back with it. Otherwise it does track the gas, right? At the same time as the pellet. That'll definitely give you out on a reading. So you got to watch your CO2 guns for that. So, you know, if you're thinking from here, so 1, 2, 3.5 feet, it's not a big deal. So, you know, I could stand right where the camera is here. I'm in your way, I know. And I can still get her right through there. And by the time we get the gun there, we're actually about 2 feet away, and that should be more than adequate to get a proper reading. But otherwise, definitely you can go within the first 6 to 12 inches is usually recommended. Now, regular firearms that I don't know about. I don't have regular firearms. I have not chronied regular firearms. I don't have a PAL or an RPAL, so of course I don't have those kind of guns either because of that. But I do have, of course, nitro, Springer, pump up, CO2 guns, and I've found out over the years the best possible spots for many of those different guns and how they should be working as far as proper tracking goes with a chronograph. Anyways, there you go. There you have it. Thanks for watching. Catch you on the next one.